Uh, well, I use it in an abstract sense, that the Divine Comedy have their own page, and there are, other pages set up to talk about us, but they're not official. But I personally don't even own a computer, so... Well, no, I've never had the time, I must admit, to sort of get into it. I don't know. No, I don't know why. Just it's never really been something that I thought I needed to get into. No. Well, I know what goes on it. I mean, it's very pretty. It's got lots of nice pictures of me, and it's yeah. I enjoy reading the messages that people leave, and sometimes I even answer the questions. But I don't type fast enough, so I just sort of write it down and get somebody else to answer it for me. It's a bit like if they wrote a letter to me, and I'd write back answering their questions, which I try to do. But yeah, with the internet, it's so much more immediate and so quick that I think it's a bit more spontaneous and a bit more, it's more like a normal conversation between two people than if they were to write me a letter. So, but the other problem is that, I don't have enough time to answer everybody's question. I have to actually go shopping and buy food, cook it, sleep, get up in the morning, wash, that sort of thing. If I was to answer everybody's questions, I'd be on a computer day and night. I intend to get other people to do all of these things on my behalf. But, oh dear, you're making me seem terribly old-fashioned here. Because I feel that there's a limit to how much I personally can do. I like to leave such things to people who understand a little better. CD extras. What does that mean?
CD extras?
Yeah. Right. Well, I don't have anything else to give but my music. Call me old-fashioned, I'm sure you will, but and I'm sure in the future people will sell their music in this way. But isn't that just going to make everybody stay at home all the time? I mean, I kind of like the idea of going into a shop and browsing, looking at all the nice pictures on the front covers. You're scaring me more every moment. No, I'm thrilled at the idea, and I hope that my employees will get onto it immediately. Yeah, I'll phone them up as soon as we finish this interview.
Okay.
You see, that's the thing. That's why it's so kind of unreal for me, because when I was 15 years old, we were quite excited about Space Invaders, and so I've never experienced that sort of thrill. God, I sound like, I was rolling hoops down the street, dressed in rags. It's amazing how quickly everything's come on in the last, 10 years. But I can understand how that would be exciting, and how there is a certain sort of personal, one-to-one type communication that the internet can give people with their favorite bands. But I'm not awfully sure whether the sort of bands I was into in the 80s, whether I'd actually liked to talk to them, one-to-one, I mean, I never really dreamed of meeting my heroes. I've heard about that. It sounds pretty awful to me. I don't know. I think my main problem with it is that I've never been into jamming. I've never really sort of got together with some other hip cats, and sort of played some crazy licks together. That's not really my style. I usually just sit in my bedroom and write songs. But I'm sure for talented session musicians, it would be a dream come true. Yes. Can you detect any sarcasm in my voice?
Never.